Hey, everybody. Thank you so much. This is part two of our 20 ways to avoid or help your kids avoid that summer brain mush. Okay. That's from like the fourth quarter over the summer where kids just they're scrolling, they're doing things that are mindless. They're not really doing anything academically or anything to activate their genius. And that's what we want to avoid. So this is part two. Yesterday I went over 1 through 5, and I feel like we're just going to keep the party going because it's very informative, very helpful, and I'm so very proud. I said very like 7 times, but I'm so grateful that you all are finding this helpful, and I've been getting some good feedback from it. So great. Let's continue. Oh, if you don't know me or ever heard my content before, I'm Akeisha Harris. I'm a wife, a mother, and an urban educational consultant. And I just know this stuff from experience, not only experience as a teacher, but as a parent. And I'm like, you know what? Let's help these kids. I love children. I feel like adults can get in the way sometimes, but I love children. I want us all to position our kids for success so we can activate their genius. All right, let's jump into it. Number 6, arts and crafts. Arts and crafts is a fantastic way to help your kids activate their genius, especially if they're already creative in that space. But hold on a minute. Not all kids like to sit down with a coloring book and have crayons and paint and all this stuff. So there are a lot of different mediums we can explore, things like painting and drawing and sculpting and different crafting. Look, take all the Amazon boxes that you have left over or Aldi boxes that you have left over and give it to your child to see if they're going to come up with something creative, a different structure, or something imaginative, something that's going to keep their brains working while you get something else done or you work with them. Okay. So arts and crafts is a great, great way. That's number 6. Number 7 is cultural exploration. Cultural exploration is so very important, and I feel like, especially in this time, in this dispensation, we have to understand who other people are. We have to understand who we are, number one, and have a great sense of identity and how we fit in this world. But learning about different cultures makes us step outside of ourselves and see, especially our children, and see that life isn't one dimensional. See that the world isn't just one way and not everybody looks like you. So it helps them to be exposed and to embrace different cultures and different types of books, different types of food, different type of music and activities that will be very beneficial for them. And if you live near a free library, they are so stacked. They have so many different resources that will be helpful to you and your child if they are inclined to learning about something different, whether it's excuse me, Southeast Asian culture, Japanese, Native American, African culture, whatever it is, the library has it, and they usually hold a lot of events from multicultural different sessions and different groups of people. So feel free to just jump on in and see what's around you. All right, number 5, 6, 7. Nature walks and observation. That is becoming my favorite thing, right? Because I usually just see something that's not a flower and just I discard it. I'm saying, oh, that's a weed, because that's what I'm used to. Pull up the weeds and throw them away. That's what we've been doing. But since I looked around, I'm like, everything can't be a weed just because it's not a plant that I don't know. So I got my handy dandy phone, went on Google, did the Google camera so that it could research. I took a snapshot of one of the plants that I thought was a weed, and lo and behold, it is actually something that has medicinal properties and is beneficial for humans. Get out of here. So it's like, take your kids on nature walks and have them do observations, have them guess to see which plant is poisonous and which one is not poisonous. Take a picture, look it up, make a book. Do something creative and something that's going to pique their interest, especially if you have a kid who's a naturalist. They like to be outside. They like to have their shoes off. They just embrace nature. They love everything about it. Living creatures and organisms. They love it. Your child would definitely embrace the nature walks and observations. Number 8, my number 9, right? Yeah, number 9, mindfulness and meditation practices. I can't stress enough how important it is for us as adults to help our children, first of all, get a handle on our own emotions and have our own system and routine for mindfulness and meditation, but then to help our children emotionally regulate and to focus, to help them concentrate and develop new neural pathways. You're going to hear me say that a lot, because it'll just allow them not to be led by their emotions, but for logic to be introduced in those high emotional episodes that they may have, right? And when logic is introduced, they're able to feel how they feel, but they're able to process it and grab hold to something that is stable, that is steady, and one that they can focus on. And meditation and mindfulness is a great practice for young kids, right? Um, Especially boys, because I have five of them. So yeah, it decreases the levels of jumping and flipping over each other and boxing and all the things that boys like to do. It's kind of crazy. But if you have sons, then you understand. All right. And the last one, number 10, music lessons. We all should love music. Music is essential. Music is important. And it can just awaken another level of creativity in your child. So look around your neighborhood, see who's offering free music lessons, see who you can barter with. Go turn on YouTube and find different tutorials because they're free and you can monitor it, right? If your child is a vocalist, start practicing the scales and see what they're good at. If they like to tap on the tables, maybe they want to play the piano or be a drummer. If they make fart sounds, they probably want to do the tuba. Introduce these different things to them so that they can see how many levels of genius that they have. Because too often as adults, we're just finding where and how we fit in society outside of the box. But if we can help our children do that early, they will be unstoppable. And that's really what I want. That is really what our mission is. Okay. So I hope that this helped you. I'll be back on tomorrow for part 3, and we can just continue this train and keep it going. All right. Thank you so much for tuning in. And don't forget, you can comment below, like this, subscribe, do all of the things so we can stay in contact. Okay. Talk to you later. Bye.